Hi, family. So I was listening to a song, and all of a sudden, I heard visitors. They came home, and so they started making stories, and people were just talking. And a lot of people were, people were catching up and all of that. But then I realized when I was watching the utensils that I cannot hear the voice of my song. And so I'm like, who reduced the volume of the song, of the worship song I was listening to? Checking it, it was on the same volume. No one reduced the voice. But because there were so many voices going on, I could not hear the voice of the worship song anymore. And I started thinking, how many times do we get to a position where we are like, God, speak a word, God said something, God, please speak to me, God, lay a word in my heart. But then maybe God is speaking. But then we have so many voices we are paying attention to. There's just so much voices around us that we cannot listen to what God is saying. We can't even hear that God is speaking. And you're just on the corner praying, God speak, God speak. But then God is speaking. God is speaking, but then your fears are speaking over God. But then the noises of your situations are speaking over God. The doubts of people are actually speaking in our lives over God because no one reduced the volume of that song. But then I could not hear the voice because so many people were talking to an extent that I started paying attention to them than to what my worship song was saying. And so let us check our lives in a position where there's so many noises around you. You can't even pay attention clearly to what God is saying because God never goes silent without an agenda or without working behind the scene. So if He's not working behind the scene, then He's speaking. And sometimes you'll be like, oh, God is working behind the scene, but no, He's actually speaking to you. You just can't hear.